This video provides an introduction to A3 problem solving. A3 is a continuous quality improvement approach first used at Toyota. This structured approach is frequently used by people who use lean quality improvement methods. A3 is also called systematic problem solving, or SPS. The A3 approach was part of Toyota's quality circle problem solving efforts in the 1960s. It is the practice of writing the problem, the analysis of key issues, critical data, summary of corrective actions, and the action plan all down on a single sheet of paper, often using graphics and pictures. An A3 allows teams to get the most important information about a project on just one sheet of paper. This makes it easy for people inside and outside the improvement team to read and understand key issues and make decisions. Essentially, the thinking here is that if you can't say it in one page, you're not concise enough. Over the years, Toyota and other organizations developed different styles of A3 based on the scope and needs of their work. Here is one quick look at one A3 template. The term A3 comes from the ISO, International Organization for Standardization, name for an 11-inch by 17-inch size of paper. Looking back to its origins, this was the largest size of paper that could be faxed. This 11 by 17 paper is used as a worksheet to document, track, and share information on a quality improvement project. Using this sort of standard template has many advantages. An A3 report is a simple way to capture data and information. It provides a way of structuring thinking and allows a standardized approach for team-based problem solving. It is an extremely concise summary of the problem and solution in a way that makes sense to others and not just to the people creating an A3 report. It is an easy way to visually communicate information and ideas. It basically tells others the story of your quality improvement journey. Let's now look at the sequence of boxes that make up an A3 report. There are various A3 formats and templates out there. The one you pick depends on the needs of your own organization or team. Some groups use the Plan, Do, Study, Act format in their A3 template. At my organization, we use Lean and Six Sigma quality improvement approaches to eliminate waste and unnecessary variation. So we adapted our A3 to follow the DMAIC format, which is used in Six Sigma. DMAIC stands for Define, Measure, Analyze, Improve, and Control. The A3 is just a form, and the template you end up using is of lesser importance than communicating your iterative improvement process and the thinking behind it. Practically, you can use an electronic template. I personally like just starting with a paper, a pencil, and an eraser. Be prepared, an A3 takes many revisions. Begin with a descriptive but concise project title. Add the names of key team members. Make sure that your team includes people who are at the front lines of a process, as well as those who are affected by the problem. Then define your problem. What issues are you trying to fix? Briefly state the key problem in 1 or 2 sentences. The problem statement includes what is being affected and where it is occurring. Next is your goal or aim statement. To learn how to write an aim statement, watch my video on setting aims for improvement. The video talks about a SMART aim, an acronym for an aim that is specific, measurable, achievable, reasonable, and time-bound. The scope of your project specifies focus areas as well as inclusion and exclusion criteria. Next, list the benefits of completing this work. In the next section, add your process map or value stream map. Your key measures go here. In the next box, you add in your baseline data, the measure phase in DMAIC. Next, put in your analysis of the problem in the form of data, graphs, or a cause and effect diagram. This is the analyze phase in DMAIC. The steps you took to solve the problem go here. This is a good place to put in the people responsible for each intervention as well as deadlines. Here you list completed improvements and the impact of your work on project metrics, the improve phase in DMAIC. And finally, in the last box, you share your plans to sustain your results and maintain the gains. This is the control phase in DMAIC. Here's an example of a completed A3 form that we use to improve the quality and timeliness of hospital discharge summaries. The title of our project, our team members, our problem statement, project goal, scope, project benefits, our process map, our 2 key measures, relevant baseline results, additional data and our cause and effect diagram, our interventions, very concisely of course, a run chart and some other data showing our results, and finally, our control plan. Now that you have a good idea of what goes into A3 problem solving, let me share 5 tips for your A3 process. Make sure that your A3 report communicates the story of your quality improvement project. It needs to make sense not just to the people creating it, but to others outside your team too. Ideally, an A3 should engage and align your organization toward your work. It should help managers or quality improvement experts mentor people in systematic problem solving. It should align the interests of individuals and groups in your organization by encouraging open communication and shared learning. The A3 report needs to be visual and concise. Use graphics and photos whenever applicable. At a minimum, it needs to let the readers clearly see your goal, how you are measuring success, and how you have resolved or plan to resolve the problem. Remember that an A3 report is not just a form. It is a way for your team and other people to understand your process and the reasoning behind your thinking. And finally, remember that A3 problem solving is an iterative process. It includes input from many people at the front lines of an issue and usually needs to be revised and updated in an ongoing manner. The very process of producing progressive A3s helps people hone their problem-solving skills. It creates a learning organization filled with problem solvers at the front lines. So go ahead and try A3 problem solving in your next quality improvement initiative. I guarantee that you will be amazed at the ability of a little piece of paper to speak volumes.